What's up, everybody? Y'all, we have 40,000 strong. Before we do anything, thank you. Like, literally, thank you. Every time I hit another milestone, it's hard to kind of believe. I see you guys coming in. You don't know what it has meant for me going what I've been going through these last couple months, like really in some dark spots. You guys have definitely like raised my spirits. And even though we're raising our spirits with a little mess, that's okay. That is okay. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, all 40,000 of you. We Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. But like my video as the intro play.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. That's all. 1 and 1 got to equal 2.
Make it make sense, boo.
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Sun in the sky.
Okay, guys. So I had already watched Unique's second interview, but I watched it Saturday, which meant that if I was going to cover it, it was going to have to be Easter Sunday. And there were some things in there that I was like, I'm probably already in trouble. I can't be I can't be talking about that kind of stuff on Easter Sunday. Just couldn't do it. But we can today. So we're gonna start off with Latasha on Watch What Happens Live and move to this interview because they kind of like coincided. I literally, if y'all saw my video this morning, you know that I was clowning. Let me put my allegedly banner. I literally think that Rocky was auditioning for Harry Potter. And here's why.
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
What is that? I don't know exactly what that is. If you haven't checked out that video, definitely check it out. I was extremely, it's a new day. We can talk about it today. If I'm messy, y'all messy. How about that? I didn't know who the guy's name was, but Cardi B did. His name is Crouch. But yeah, it definitely gives that.
This ain't stealing.
Okay. So, I have been enjoying showing you guys some of the stuff that I get, especially like some of the crazy stuff that I think is funny. Now, I did that interview with Tamika and Tasha's father, and I was extremely proud of that interview because I feel like I'm able to kind of like get to the heart of certain things. And we talked about him being accountable for stuff. So it wasn't just an interview where it was like fluff. There wasn't just one-sided. I pushed back. People allege that your wife is bitter. Could it have been that you cheated? Was there physicality? Excuse me. I asked the tough questions. So that's what I was really proud of. But also I'm proud of that I have really been able to cultivate fairness in all the stuff that I have done. I'm not just going to talk about Jacqueline. I'll talk about Mia. I'm not just going to talk about Tony. I will show you what Mia had to say. Whether you like it or not, to be fair, you have to do those things. So I was extremely proud of that interview. and it probably got me another interview. So I'm just waiting for this person to reply back, but it is a major player in all of this. They reached out to me for the interview, and as soon as I get a solidified date and time, I will let you guys know. But I think that this interview will be happening this week. So 40,000, another interview this week. Like, I feel extremely humbled and extremely, I don't know. I'm grateful that you guys choose to spend time with me. I'm grateful that people want to sit and talk with me and share their story. And I'll leave that one. I'm not giving all the announcements, but there are some big things that are going to be happening with the channel. So somebody says no more Mia. Yeah, Mia is filming. The whole cast of Potomac is back. The whole cast of Potomac is back. Now, y'all do with that which you may. But okay. So let's get into Tasha. Wait, what? DJ Richie Sky shouted me out. Oh, really? When? How cool. I've been following DJ Richie Sky's channel probably since like 2020. He was dropping bombs. Shout out to him. Okay, so excuse me. This is celebratory, y'all. So it may look fancy, but technically it is a little Casamigos, Resposado. Y'all can tell me if I pronounce this right. Grand Marnier, and some lemonade. It's nothing like fancy. It just looks fancy when you put it in the right cup, but it's not. Okay. So, oh, last week he shouted me out. How cool. This was funny, y'all. Now, I, of course, have redacted the name. Please, this is just funny to me. When people say certain things, it allows me to respond. And I like constructive criticism. Y'all can all talk freely, but what you can't do is try to read me on my own platform. Because if you read me, you might get read back. Have a difference of opinion, but don't try to come for me. So this person said, you are so pressed to get attention from Candy that you paid $9.99 to her to say your name, then asked / begged your viewers to go on her, speak on it, and mention your page. That's why your commentary is one-sided and never makes sense. Look, some of those comments are fair, but when you read me, it's a problem. On this here page, you really can't read. It's my page. Why would you? So this is my response. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, you were calling me pressed, but you were all in my inbox DMing me about somebody you don't know. Yes, they had DM'd me a couple days ago. And, I responded. When I take the time to respond to a DM, I take the time out of my day. That's because I care. A lot of content creators won't do that. But I care enough. They say now, I said, now you are spamming my channel because I called Latocha out for things she said. Moreover, I'm the same content creator who shared her music, told people to stream it, and did a thoughtful interview with her father to promote healing. I actually have asked my followers to share Tamika's content. True. Follow Latocha's page. True. Check out Candy Speak on it. True. Told people to go check out Carlos King's interviews, and I forgot to I told people about Tiny's podcast. I have literally promoted everybody, every content creator, every new content creator, because that's what you do when you're a fair platform. I use my platform to help build people up, but that doesn't mean, but that doesn't mean that I won't give commentary based on what I see. Be blessed. Now, y'all, to me, this was funny. Whatever. You cannot win for losing. Literally, I'm a kind of content creator who I literally have told y'all to support everybody. And when somebody comes back and says, I will not be supporting Latocha's album, you can go look. That's fair. I get it. I'm only putting things out there If you choose to consume it, great. If you don't, I get that too. I allow you guys to have like your own voice on my platform. I do open panels and let people come up, even when I don't agree. So it's very funny to me that the minute you say something about somebody's favorite, they have a problem. But just 2 minutes ago, I was sharing your fave. Technically, I won't even go there. But, I thought that was funny. Somebody said, Rocky, is that you? No, I'm not wasting my time. I like constructive criticisms because that is how you grow. That's business. You have to take criticism, and sometimes the criticism is valid, and you use it and move forward. But you can't attack me. Don't say I'm pressed, whatever. Like, okay. Anyway, I thought that one was funny. I remember when you used to be on Sherelle's World and pop up on different YouTube channels. Congratulations. Maybe Rocky doesn't let Latasha see what the public is saying. That's why she thinks the lies are working in her favor. I don't know what this woman thinks at this point. I have tried and tried to make it make sense, and it does not. There is... I have literally tried to make it make sense. Shout out to Sherelle. Yes. Oh my God, when I was back on Sherelle's World, I wasn't like a panelist I was a panel, like I would call in, and literally to make it, I would have to go to work early and leave work early. Well, not leave work early, but you know what I mean? Go to work super early so that I could leave early after my 8 hours and try to rush home just so I could make it. And I would always make it like right before the show ended. That feels like a lifetime ago. But thank you so much for the super chat. So, okay. So let's get into it. Oh, wow. Mims, you inspire me. My daughter is 27 with stage 4 cancer, and I watch you. It brings happiness to my soul. So proud of your growth. Don't worry about the haters. That's when you know you're up. Thank you. I appreciate it. And technically, I don't think that person was a hater. I think that sometimes we're so wrapped up in the person that we like that we will lift the person up that speaks good on them, like sharing their content. But the minute they say something that is not so great, all of a sudden they're the worst person in the world. But Kay Lewis, that means a lot to me. And you guys bring happiness to me as well. Okay, so when Tasha said on Watch What Happens Live that she does not believe, actually, guys, yeah, put your hearts in the chat for Miss Lewis and her daughter. Definitely put your hearts in the chat. Let her know that the straight shooters, we're sending out positive energy and positive vibes to her and her daughter. We're not just mess around here, guys. We have hearts. Okay, so that sounds crazy. Now I'm thinking how ridiculous this topic is, knowing what Miss Lewis and her daughter is going through. But okay, let's get to the mess, and maybe we can make them laugh. I don't believe Tasha. I don't believe much of anything that Rocky says. Y'all know I have really tried to give the benefit of the doubt, but I just Y'all said, a lot of you guys said that when Tasha said that she was going in an open relationship, she meant there was open communication in her relationship. I don't know that that's what she meant. Her dad said that that's not how she raised her, but after you're in your 40s, whatever goes is whatever goes. That's your lifestyle and what you choose to do. In all honesty, I don't think they're in an open relationship, because an open relationship would mean she could go out and do what she wanted. She could be busting it wide, dropping it low for Jesus or whatever. But I think that he is allowed to do what he wants. And I would not be surprised if the conversation was, don't embarrass me and don't bring any babies home. I think that was the conversation. And he has both embarrassed her and brought babies home. Busy actually pointed out that her gospel album is number 20 on the charts. So some of it's working. I shared it. Her father promoted it. I can't really do much more than that. But I am going to speak out when I see something. I'm a commentary channel. That's what I do. Okay. What's up, California cutie? Just says you really did try, Mims. Most of us bailed after episode 2, but you hung in there till the end. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I want to see those sisters work it out. I want her to give her sister back her money. That's what I want. Shining Video says Tasha meant open in her video. Some people are afraid to admit their open relationship. That makes no sense about open communication. And we're going to get into some of those allegations when I start going into what Unique said on Tasha K's interview with her. Thank you so much, Shining Video. Now, we have a whole lot to discuss about Coco. I had a whole video planned that I was going to film during my lunch break, but I got news from a certain person and an interview came into play, and that shifted everything. So I will include that Coco information in the video tomorrow morning. Sorry about that, guys. But this interview where they reached out to me caught me way off guard. And like I said, it's just another countdown to see when they respond. They responded right before. So the only thing I'm waiting on is the final response where we confirm time and date. And then I can let you guys know what's about to pop off. Not Coco is innocent. But y'all might be mad at me. We got about 600 or close to 700 people in here. I think a good 400 likes. I'm pretty sure when I look at this app right now, we're going to be at 400 likes. Let's see. I just know we're going to be at 400 likes. And we're not. We're at 200. I love you guys too. Hit the like button, y'all. Okay. I don't believe Tasha. At this point, there's very little that I believe. I'm the kind of person where I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but show me the receipts so that I have two things to compare. If you never show me what I have to compare, then I don't know really what are we doing here. You're doing whole like crying videos talking about you have receipts too, but you don't show them. You did a whole video where you read the girls down and you talked about having receipts, but you didn't show them. Not okay. You liked from your two devices. Thank you. That the other 700 people didn't. Oh, you heard Missy Elliott don't mess with Coco after Missy did a song for her. What's up, Miss Bernice? When she said Tamika that who she is, believe her. That's always been Latasha inside it out. If it's Latasha, I don't want to hear anymore. Okay, so yeah, they dropped some major stuff in this interview. So I need to say that all of these things are alleged, in my opinion, and I am just letting you guys know exactly what was said between Tasha K and Unique, Rocky's alleged main mistress. It starts with it's okay, so I don't want to say that. Allegedly, there was one time where she termed a pregnancy and she lost 2 babies. It was 5 years. I'm just reviewing what we already know. Now, this was interesting. She said that she was giving him money. If I were to interview her, I would be like, what part of the game is that? Mistress 101, you get everything that you can out of the situation. You shouldn't be cutting any checks. What do they call it on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Pound cake. You giving up your pound cake and your money, and he's not even completely yours? Big mistake. Don't ever do that. Okay. So we got Rocky moved her into his area. Now, that is a running theme that all of the alleged mistresses have said. He wants you close to him. If y'all remember, I liken that to Kevin, Wendy Williams' ex, who had moved Sharina, I think it was 9 miles away in $1 million home on Wendy's dime. And I have a Wendy story too. Just saying. Not today, Satan. Will be subscribing to my other channel for tips. Yeah, Mim's YouTube tip is coming very soon. The channel's already up. I'm trying to at least get to about like 500 people before I drop my first video. Technically, you need like 1,000 to really make the channel move. So I think I'll try to wait till about 500 to drop the first video. But I have like tips and just advice. Just some of it's just life advice. But for the most part, I want to help other content creators. And somebody, I can't remember the name, but one of my subscribers said, stop saying raise your hand down. They say extend your hand to lift people up. So just know when you guys DM me, I'm listening. Let's see. Shining Video says, Tasha, oh wait, not that one. I did that one already. Fatima Kid said, hey, Mims and Straight Shooters, congrats on 40K. What do you think about trying to get an interview with the promoter? Maybe Don Juan can get you his contact. Look, Don Juan did me a solid, but he didn't like really like, he's familiar with me now, but he did me a solid sight unseen when he gave Angela, one of our own, a straight shooter who had been there from the very beginning. This lady was a stroke victim and a cancer survivor. One of the funniest ladies that I know. Don Juan got Bolo to do a shout out because she was, even though she was a cancer survivor and a stroke survivor and all that, she was still nasty. And she liked a good stripper. Her words, not mine. And she said to me, she like cried and she said, I have not felt this special since my wedding day and the day my children were born. I didn't like Don Juan before right now. Oh, she did say that, but no, I'll never forget that he did that. I don't know him like that. We're not over here shooting marbles or whatever. So when people say certain things, I'm just like, But Fatima, we see each other. I didn't even think about that. Let me try to get that name. Let me try to get the name. Fatima, I like you. I like you. Thank you so much for the suggestion and the super chat. Jermaine, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. I definitely do. That's a good idea. I don't think anybody's interviewed the promoter who made these allegations. Let me try to get that name. So, okay. Let's get back to this. So, since she alleged that there were threats, and that's why around January she moved. What's up, Aaron? I need Mims to interview Jermaine's father. He said that Rocky was Latosha's manager when she had the deal with So Def. I think he stole that $300,000 and the reason her album was shelved. I've heard some things. He's still like a big wig. If I interview Jermaine's father, my first question wouldn't be about the $300,000. My first question would be about Tamar Braxton, because it's alleged that it wasn't Candy who was with Jermaine Dupri's daddy. It was Tamar. And then there was another allegation that Jermaine Dupri's mom got with Tamar in an elevator. Now, how they all ended up in the elevator, I don't know. That definitely sounds like some stuff that Superhead went through when she was messing with Ja Rule. So that's my first question would be, how well do you know Tamar? It was his stepmom. Allegedly. Y'all know. Anyway, so she goes on to say that there were some alleged threats. Now, Rocky had said that she came from a family of hustlers. She is really upset that Rocky called her family criminals. She said they were hustlers, but they weren't criminals. Technically, I don't know what that means. If I were to get the opportunity to interview her, I would be asking, okay, well, what do you mean by that? I love getting in there. She also alleges that there was mental abuse as it pertained to Rocky and that he's fast talking. Yeah, I think Rocky is fast talking, but with all that being said, you still know that this was a married man. So you nobody can really truthfully fast talk your draws off. I'm just saying, I would really want to know from her, now that you have gone through this experience for 5 years, what would you do differently? And why would a fast talking man who was married really be able to charm you like that? I would really want to get in there. No, not, I heard that too. And it was the stepmom, mama, whatever. There was a MOM in that thing, and somebody got with Tamar. And allegedly Tamar be talking about she's from Baltimore, but I heard that she wasn't really from Baltimore the way that she be talking about it. Don't give me Tamartians. I'm just saying. So she's also upset because they were having Unprotected, and now all of the other people coming out with all of their allegations makes her feel like it was dirty. But I'm like, the real person who should feel like it was dirty is the wife. Now, if the wife knows about all these people, then you get what you get. If you choose to, with somebody who is messing around with half of whatever, that person might have dirty D. And if they have dirty D and you are still taking that dirty D, then, that's just biology, ma'am. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, sometimes it feels like when I'm talking, I feel like it's like Humpty Dumpty. Like I can't, I can't understand what goes on in this woman's head. Not Unique. I'm talking about Latasha, because we're going to get into his D ain't that great in a minute. Congrats on your 40K. It's on and popping from here. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Mel, Vonnie Bell, I see you in here, Lily. Lily is our eyes and ears in ATL. She keeps her ears to the street. Okay, so we got almost 1,000 people. I think 600 likes is a good like amount, and we're just at 400. Y'all hit the like button. Surprisingly, people always talking about me hitting the like button. I have literally gotten DMs of people who didn't even know what the like button was. So there is something to that, right? Not everybody knows everything about YouTube. So not like The Wire Baltimore. Yeah, I don't think she would bust a grape. In fact, I probably need to do a video on her, because when she told her sister Toni Braxton that she's famous and she's successful because of Jesus, not because of her, that's when I started really side-eyeing Tamar. Just saying. I've been here since 10K. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you guys. 40,000. I felt like once I hit 10, I was like, this feels real. And then 20 came, and it felt unreal. And then the growth in my channel, every day when I talk to Shan, I'm like, I'm shocked. It's humbling. I'm like a private citizen. To know that I go to a casino on a rainy night and one of the straight shooters is there, that was like very shocking to me. People think that, I've been doing this for a while. I haven't. I'm learning as I go. Everything that I've ever done in life, I have learned as I have gone. Nothing has ever been easy for me. Nothing has ever been given to me. I've always really, really worked. And this is a surprise to me. And I'll tell you this. I knew somebody who was a content creator back in the day. They had 1 million people on Instagram, 1 million people on YouTube. They were making their living from just social media. And I didn't understand that. And I remember being in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And they took a picture of me, my homegirl, 2 of my homeboys. And he posted that picture. Now, my homegirl had literally just gotten some enhancements and they hadn't settled yet. And so she took a picture with me, and it was like He posted that picture, and within 30 minutes, it had like 10,000 comments about her enhancements. Because again, y'all remember they hadn't settled. And so they were just kind of like sitting up on my chest. And I was like, you got to delete that picture. I didn't know they had posted it to their social media because I was very much still a private citizen. But I will never forget. That was absolutely crazy to me. Also, we were in, I want to say the 9th Ward in New Orleans, getting some gas and just kind of like looking around. And we don't like to just stay in the tourist area. I'm from Louisiana. So when I go to New Orleans, and I know I'm supposed to say New Orleans, when I go to Noya, we don't just stay in the nice part. We like to go everywhere where the people are, where the good food is. And my suggestion is if you have not been to New Orleans, you do the same thing. Just subscribe. Love your content. Thank you, Diamond. I appreciate that. Definitely subscribe to the channel because now y'all, the straight shooters are on the road to 50. So definitely thank you guys for subscribing. Congrats on 40,000 subs. Waiting on your YouTube tips. They are coming. They're coming. Ty's Hot Messy History. Love her channel. She just hit me up. She wants me to be on her channel Sunday, kind of talking about my new channel and also telling her subscribers some tips. So if I do that this Sunday, I will definitely let you guys know. You give me courage to start your own channel. Thank you, Bougie on a Budget. I am never going to be the content creator who tells people not to do it. There are some people out there who do not want like what they consider competition. Me, on the other hand, I want everybody, whatever you are like moving towards in life, to thrive at. If that's YouTube, thrive on YouTube. It's your personal business, thrive there as well. Shay B, thank you so much. Yes, congratulations, ma'am. Shay B has been there since the very beginning. Definitely. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's get back. Okay. So apparently Unique was on divorce court. So I got to do a little bit more research into that, but she was on divorce court twice. So that's why people felt like when she came forward, she wasn't like legitimate. Admims, did he delete the picture? Yes, he deleted that picture because he didn't tell me he was putting, y'all, I didn't even have an Instagram until I did this channel. And they told me you have to have an Instagram to promote your YouTube. It's part of the package. 7 Ward Head Buster, we out here. Okay, so we got some know your people in the house. Pretty Black Girl, Mims, your hard work. You've worked hard and it's paying off. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Because being shady but fair is not easy. Being shady is easy. The fair part comes with it comes with a lot. I like you and DJ Richie's channel. He shouted you out. A commenter on his page mentioned your page, and he gave you a mention on his page. I feel like both of y'all cite your sources. Why wouldn't you? If I didn't get an interview, why would I cut out the fact that it was Tasha K's? You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. One little thing, and this is kind of something you might get in the Mims YouTube tips. There was a small video. And it had been out for, I think, like about 6 hours. And it had a couple hundred views. And I did a video on it. And the video was titled, "The Mama Got the Check." I shouted it out. And if I tell you, you straight shooters went and blew up her chat, congratulated her on the interview. That lady's interview now has well over 100,000 views. Not only that, straight shooters, after we did that video about the mama getting the check, I can't tell you the amount of other content creators who went, saw that, and also pulled content from that and gave that lady credit. That lady now has that is her most successful video on that, and she deserves it. Because she was so professional, booked the interview with xscape. A lot of us have not been able to do things like that. Shout out to her. Shout out to her 100,000 plus viewed video. So with the straight shooters, we're a little nosy. I told y'all about that video. Y'all went and checked it out and had a lot to say. Y'all sent me more stuff about that video after you watched it. So, why not give somebody credit? They deserve it. Definitely. Congrats on 40K. What's my astrological sign? Aquarius. I will cut a person off real quick. Thank you so much, Jamie B. Jamie B has also been here since day one. Jamie B is also, if there is any content about anything that is Miss Janet, if you nasty, Jamie B will be there. Okay, so now this is where we're getting juicy. She said the D ain't that good, but what he does is he works her mentally. Then he goes on, and these are all her allegations. He makes her feel guilty, and he starts talking on his past trauma. This is where she alleged that he was a dangerous man and that he even lied about his mother's death. Now, I tried to really get into what she was saying there, but I won't lie. I couldn't quite get what she was trying. Like, I don't know. I don't know what she was trying to get at and specifically what the lie was. But again, if I'm able to ever talk to Unique, that's what I want to know. What does that even mean? And when you say the D ain't that good, how did you stay? He's asking you for money. The D ain't great. He didn't help anything involving your music career. So what is the lore? What about him made you want to be with somebody who could never actually be yours? 5 years is a long time to wait for somebody to leave their wife. I'm just saying. Right. I would want to know. Somebody said she's been waiting all those years in the D ain't good. Exactly. Thank you so much, Ricardo J, for the super sticker. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Let's see where we are on likes. Yeah, I'm subscribed to Reasonably Shady. I'm subscribed to Tasha K. I'm subscribed to everybody. I'm doing the work, not the Lord's work, but I'm doing the work. And we got over 1,000. We got about 500 likes. Like count goal 800. Y'all hit that like button. So, she's saying that Latocha is an accessory to his crimes, his alleged crimes, and that is why Latocha is being forced to stay. To me, now that's where I would be like, that's a little bit of a reach. Like, you have a personal relationship with him, but if he didn't specifically tell you that Tasha was in the know, because I don't believe that Rocky told her that any of these alleged crimes happened. So y'all know me, I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna let you guys know what doesn't pass the smell test. That doesn't pass the smell test to me. I think that's just what she thinks based on what she has seen. Do I believe this woman's story? Yes. But that one, you don't know that Tasha is an accessory to anything. That's just what you feel based on the relationship you've had with Rocky. Not D, you just subscribe. Tasha brings the heat on her app. I don't really know her personally or anything like that, but I definitely subscribed to get this tea. Shout out to her for getting this interview. She also alleges that he said that Tasha had cheated on a celebrity with 3 initials. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that Tasha is the type to cheat. I think that Tasha just wants Rocky not to cheat. I don't think she's out here cheating. She also said that he couldn't stand Candy, and she felt like there was a bit of an infatuation with Candy. She alleged that Rocky said that Candy is mad because she could not have him. So to me, that sounds like complete BS. I don't think that Candy had an issue getting with whomever she wanted back in the day. But I don't think that Candy in any way wanted Rocky. And I think that that's some stuff that a slick ninja would say to just try to get in somebody's pants. Like, oh, yeah, Candy wanted me. as if Unique is supposed to be impressed that Candy wanted you 30 years ago before you got with Tasha. But yeah, 3 initials. I don't know what that meant. It was the singer. Oh, I'm not. Now, if y'all, Rock Chick has a Rock Chick has a allegation. I'm not putting it on the screen. I don't know if that's true or not. But you can check out Rock Chick's suggestion. I don't know if that's true. I hope it's not Kim. I like Kim. My mom listens to Kim, and when I'm doing, car rides and stuff with her, we got to listen to Kim. I have a funny story. I don't know if I should tell it now about my mom and some music that I made her listen to. So, okay, I'll tell y'all another day. So she really feels like if the relationship was open, then they would not have had some of the conversations that she alleged they had. Basically, he never really wanted the situation with Unique to get out. So she feels like Tasha was making up that whole open relationship thing. Now, Tasha has come out and said on Watch What Happens Live that she meant that the relationship communication was open. I don't know what to believe anymore. The only thing I believe is true is that their son. That's about it. Anything else that comes out of their mouth, I don't know, because there's nothing tangible that you have. The federal stuff, she thinks she doesn't know what the federal stuff meant, because whenever they say it's federal now. It's federal now. Her family, she says her family don't have any federal issues. She alleges that he manipulates to get his way, and he does not allow you to get a word in. So Tasha K at that point says she understood that because when she was talking to Rocky, you couldn't get a word in either.
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
I'm sorry. But I can't get enough of that. I don't know what that's about. So that he also told her that there were girls that came before her and he was able to silence them, and that he would destroy her if she ever tried to turn on him. So she started recording their conversations for her own protection. So her conversations are on her OnlyFans. I have not subscribed to her OnlyFans. Let's see. I'm waiting for confirmation. I haven't gotten it yet. But again, guys, if you're just coming in, I have a major interview that I am just waiting for the last okay for the time and date. And then I can let you guys know. So if I get it on this live, then I will let you know. But this is somebody who is affiliated with the situation who wants to talk. And they have come to your boy. So we're almost at like 1,200 people watching. We have only 600 likes. 800 is a good like count. So the recording. So from what I heard, and in my opinion, I felt like that recording was Rocky. Just my opinion. The voice on it was hers for sure. And I believe it to be Rocky. But again, that's alleged. The conversation was it was like a lot of fast talking, a lot of you my baby, a lot of I feel like it was his voice, and it felt like a normal conversation that two people in a relationship would have, but it was nothing to like write home about. It wasn't like, but she did have recordings, and she said she started taking them when she felt like her safety was in question. And that's just that. Y'all playing. Oh, right. Y'all playing hit the like button. And Bertha finally. I wish Aunt Bertha finally said yes. Aunt Bertha is not a factor in this situation. Aunt Bertha lives a clean lifestyle. Who's only F? Look, I had talked about maybe starting an OF, but it would be like for a talk show, not for me to get, unclothed or declothed or whatever the term is. It would be like for people like who don't feel like they fit in, like maybe strippers. I used to do a panel where I would interview mistresses and kind of get in their head and kind of see what brought them to a place to be a mistress. Uh, People who are in recovery. I would love to do no holds bars kind of conversations, because I don't like to say that I have interviews. I like to say that it's a conversation with somebody. That interview with Pastor Scott was more of a conversation. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. So maybe that'll be like on a Patreon. You guys let me know if you would subscribe to a Patreon where we could have like no holds bars conversation and find out what really goes on from a stripper, what goes on in a champagne room and stuff like that. You guys can put it in the comment section. You can DM me at Make It Make Sense Now. If you know somebody who wants to get interviewed and lives kind of like a lifestyle that isn't necessarily normal, then that's the kind of people that I want. So you guys let me know. I would love to get in there. But let's get back to Unique. So she alleges that Tasha would go through his phone and delete numbers. That's not love. If you really like want to, it's not like, I feel bad for Tasha. If any of this stuff is true, I feel bad for Tasha, because she has literally said that that Rocky was the one who lifted her up in this situation and made her feel beautiful. If you've been with somebody for 28 years and they have lifted you up, and then you find out that they're giving that loving to somebody else, and then you find out that they are telling all of these women in pillow talk that I'm not really interested in her. She's the one with the money. You're the one with the sexy body. I don't know what that feels like. Don't feel bad for her. I'm just that kind of person. Oh, okay. So you guys would definitely support the Patreon where we kind of just have no hold bars interview. I would love to get in there with some people. Maybe a PIMP, maybe somebody who used to, work the streets, but who got their life together, saved, people who used to have like addictions, who want to talk about it, cautionary tales. My mistress lives used to be lit. And the funniest part about it is whenever somebody would come on and really kind of talk about what they've been doing behind closed doors, I'm not going to lie, some of my straight shooters who happen to be church ladies would be hitting me up. Are they going to come back with a follow-up? Swear to God. Swear to you. It would be the church ladies who want to know, well, what happened? Well, are they still doing that? Are we going to get another one? So, yeah, that's just a thought, a far-off thought. Right now, we got to focus on YouTube, but if I can get enough people who have like lifestyles that aren't like part of the status quo who want to interview with me, then yeah, I might just start my Patreon. Conversations from the curb with Mims. I'm done. Y'all really are my people. Y'all really are. Okay, so now we got to get into some more dirty stuff because it got worse and worse. She alleged that Rocky told her that the only reason that he had a baby with Tasha is because Tasha told him that he was broke during a fight. And so he said, okay, I'm broke, but now you stuck with me for life. Could I see Rocky saying that? Maybe. Do I believe that that was a true story? Absolutely not. I just don't. Like I can't take a fast talk in person. I can't. So she said that Rocky told her if she exposed him, he would tell the world that she was mad because he didn't sign her. And she said she's never seen any situation where he signed somebody. So that wasn't even in question. Something about him having a $500 limit on his Amex. What is that? A $500 limit sounds more like a Rush card than an Amex, or a card because everybody don't have good credit, a card for people who are trying to rebuild their credit. But if you over here, allegedly, you got a $1 billion boxer that you are promoting and managing, how you only have a $500 limit? But he's also the same man that she alleged was asking her to send him money. Kim Zolciak would never send Big Papa money. She should. Zelina, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, even when the person on the recording, Rocky, told Unique if she can't reach him on the phone for her to email him, and he spelled out his email, which is the same email that is on Tamika's receipts video. Y'all are nosy just like me. Thank you, Zelina. That is true. That is definitely true. That happened. In terms of what she said, that happened in the interview. So y'all watch that interview too. I had to replay that 5 times. $500 on an Amex. I didn't know that Amexes could have a $500 limit. Just saying. I was going to say, why did they even give him that card? My first credit card, yep, that's a secured credit card, $500. My first credit card, $1,000 limit. I don't like, everybody has different, look, everybody has different socioeconomic statuses, right? Everybody around here carrying a black card. But if you got all these women, you need to have some money. Like, they need to listen to the City Girls albums, something Unique. I'm gonna get you a City Girls album because this ain't right. You can't. Nope. And then he also said that he had videos of her doing things. Sacha, you are hilarious. Bims, you are a virgin. Why a confession Patreon? Look, I really enjoy getting in there with people who never thought that their story was interesting. I had already done an interview with Pastor Scott. I really wanted to get in there with him and really talk about some of the stuff that he said. Like, you alleged your daughter was jealous. Well, did the parents play a role? Because the other part to saying that Tamika is jealous, her mom says she was jealous recently. The dad admitted that Tamika used to be jealous. The other part to that is, was she jealous of Latasha's voice? Or was she jealous of the fact that the parents were investing so much time and effort into cultivating Tasha's voice? And as a child, if you see that something that your sibling does gets them a lot of attention, then a lot of times that kid wants that. If it's a toy truck, your other kid wants that, right? So those are the kind of conversations that I like to get in there with. So I don't think that it would definitely just be like kind of conversations, but there would be a lot of that in there. And that's the point of having a Patreon or an OF. You can say and do whatever, and you're not limited like you are on YouTube. Thank you, Sacha. I appreciate that. And I think that people we like to get in people's business. I don't know how else to say it. The straight shooters, we like all the information so that we can formulate our opinions. We are the court of public opinion. That's a t-shirt. The court of public opinion. Oh, there are a couple companies that have reached out to me for merchandise. I have heard you guys. I know you guys want merch. I just want to make sure that if I do merch, it's not some like super cheap t-shirt. I need to source the materials and make sure that it's quality. It's the kind of material that I would wear. I wouldn't want you guys to have anything that I wouldn't wear. So I have heard you guys talk about merchandise. Now, we're going to get into the allegations that Rocky is gay. Now, I'm going to say this. Tasha K is very specific when she has somebody who has sent her emails, text messages, receipts. So for Tasha K to say this is allegedly and just an allegation, I need to point that out specifically. Do I think that Rocky is gay? No.
This ain't stealing.
No, I don't think the man is gay. And I also don't think that calling people gay, is a read. A lot of people say that. Look, she says that there was a gay man in LA who called her because he alleged that Rocky wanted him to lie on Todd. If you remember when Rocky was talking to Tasha, he made the statement that there was a trans, I can't remember if it was a trans man or a trans woman. I think it was a trans woman, and there was an allegation about Todd being with them. And he was like, that's coming down the pike. Well, allegedly, this gay man in LA called Tasha to let her know the whole scheme, that he has known Rocky for many years. Rocky does things for him, and he does things for Rocky. And I wrote that down specifically verbatim because I didn't want there to be any gray area. That is what Tasha alleged. She did not say that Rocky was or anything like that. She didn't say anything like that. He did things for Rocky, and Rocky did things for him. And Tasha said, well, why would he be friends with you? Now, that I don't agree with. I don't think that people can say in 2023, well, why is a heterosexual man friends with a woman? Men can have female friends. Every man doesn't cheat. Well, why would he be friends with you being a gay man? Men can have friendships with gay men. So that's a really antiquated way to think about life. If that's the way she lives with her husband, I get it. But to me, I kind of side-eyed that comment, like, so men can't have female friends, men who are married can't have gay friends. I don't know. That I didn't really get. But again, she did not say he sent her text messages or proof. So you guys do with that as you may. And the man from LA allegedly contacted Candy to tell Candy the truth. But he would not come forward and do an interview with Tasha because he was scared. My thing is, if you've reached out to Tasha and you know Tasha's going to use this and Rocky knows who you are, wouldn't that be the same thing? Y'all know we're straight shooters. So that to me, that didn't pass the smell test. Let's see. We got 1,200 people in here. We still haven't even hit 800 likes. So new like goal, 1,000. If you're just coming in, we are technically still celebrating the fact that the straight shooters are now 1,500 strong. We're 1,500 strong. Like, warms my heart, guys. But yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that, to me, I don't know this portion on him being gay and this gay man in LA and all that. There's nothing solidified there. Now, this is where it gets really salacious. Tara Jensen, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. Latoya says, Rocky gives me trying to emulate Mr. Kelly vibes. I mean, that's what people keep saying. Like, they literally keep mentioning that it gives that. Thank you. I appreciate you, Latoya. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate you. Oh, I do see a lot of you guys saying that you would be here for that type of content. That makes me happy. If you know somebody, I have really been trying to get like some sugar babies. I want to get in there with the sugar baby and kind of find out what makes you tick. Like, do sugar babies have jobs outside of sugaring? If you don't know what a sugar baby is, they literally live their life getting money from men. They don't necessarily have to sleep with the men, but the men, in order for them to spend time with them, have to be providing some type of financial gain. So I would love to interview some sugar babies. Okay. Thank you guys for the super chats. So this rumor is definitely just a rumor. This is not my opinion. This is what they said on there. I do not know if this is true. There is Unique first brought up that there was a rumor that Rocky had got his niece pregnant. So then Tasha came back and said that the niece had contacted her and that she was going to do the interview, but she was scared of Rocky. Now, I need to know, is this a biological niece or is this one of those like play cousin type situations? That to me churned my stomach. I would hope that Rocky did not do anything like that. And I would want to know from Unique where she heard that rumor from. I have never heard anything about a niece being pregnant. This is what she said was a rumor, and then Tasha said the niece was supposed to come.
This ain't stealing.
I don't even know what to do with that. Like, what?
Next time.
Well, okay, so B Transform said it was the actual niece, but I don't know that was. I would need to know specifically. We talking blood relative, because that no, I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. Shout out to 4H Rocks. A lie, don't care who tell it. I'm not okay. This is not, the niece thing was too much. Again, shout out to 4H Rocks. Love her. Been watching her for years. And I have been saying a lie, don't care who tell it for years because of her. I can't. I can't with that. Either way, electric chair. I hate he licks his lips, the makeup. I don't want to believe that there's a niece. Y'all, this was too much for me. It was too much for me. But yeah, I can't take it. Let's move on. So Tasha then turns the conversation to if Unique has any sympathy for the wife. And I do feel like there was some sincerity in the things that she said, but I would definitely want to get in there a little bit further and see exactly what she knows and what would happen if she was in the same room, because Unique goes to events with celebrities all the time. So we'll see. Not an Uncle Robert. I'm done. Again, you guys, I really appreciate you guys. 40,000 subscribers has not come like easy for me. Each one of you guys choosing to spend your day with me is still a surprise to me. Going to the casino and having one of you guys come up to me, that's new to me. I'm not accustomed to stuff like that. So it means a lot to me that you guys choose to, come here with me. Coco's video will happen tomorrow. I got some Wendy Williams stuff to cover. Ukneek. Mims, investigate before putting this out for real about Rocky. Want no lawsuits. Look, the information is already out there. I have not said that any of these things are fact. I've had my allegedly banner. I have told you guys the things that I thought were my opinion and the stuff that came specifically from her. So you guys know that I have access to representation. I would not say or do anything that I don't know to be true. But if there's already an interview out there, then I will definitely give my commentary on it. So shout out to Forest Rocks. Yeah, I love her too. Unique. Danielle is crazy. Danielle is one of the straight shooters. And whenever I say I have an interview coming up and there's questions, Danielle will give you some questions. And you be like, I can't ask that man that. I can't ask that woman that. Also, open panel night tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, yeah. So we will be doing open panels. It could be about xscape. I will be giving you guys my Love and Marriage Huntsville. Are y'all watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? Let me know. I watched it, this first episode. I intend to review it. Sometimes it'll be live after the show. Other times it'll be pre-records. But I'm not mad at Love and Marriage Huntsville. The first episode to me was decent. But in terms of like Rocky, I can't. Oh, y'all. So only a couple of you guys are watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, you can. Powwow straight shooters. Either way it goes, thank you guys. 40,000 subscribers doesn't even feel real. We are on the road to 50K. It is like the sky is the limit. We have definitely come here. Thank you guys for supporting Candy. Thank you for the ones that supported Tasha's video. I know some of you guys did. I will continue to be a fair content creator who allows you guys to have your own thoughts and opinions on situations. That's just the way that I roll. I would never tell you guys how to think. That's just, what would be the point of that? You can't be a straight shooter and let somebody tell you what to do or think. That's why I like y'all. Anyway, I'm waiting on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, I'm gonna put that out. It'll be, that first one will be a pre-record, but I'm definitely gonna put out my review for it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Like the video on your way out. I'll play my outro, that the one that you guys actually really like. Have a good night, guys.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
I gotta feel.
Also, let me drop the link really quick to my new channel so you guys can subscribe to it. Don't leave quite just yet. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? Community channels. Okay. Okay, we got about 300 people who subscribe. Thank you guys. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, that sucks. Hold on one second. Let me go to it here. Okay, I can do it from here. This is my new channel that I'm dropping in the chat. Definitely, if you guys would subscribe to it, it would mean a lot to me. I just dropped it in the chat. So if you could subscribe to it, I'm trying to at least get to like 500. Where is Giselle? I'm about to have to get a new Giselle, because this Giselle, she be falling down and stuff. She's still there. Still quiet. Great commentary, off topic, but you and Ryan Henry from Chicago Inc. look alike brothers. I have heard that before. Shout out to Ryan. I've heard that people find Ryan attractive, so I'll take that as a compliment. I don't necessarily see it, but I have heard it. Somebody came up to me on the street actually and told me. But yeah, that's a compliment. Okay. Definitely subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow for open panel. And this open panel, I will definitely be able to take charge of it, because the last one was crazy. I heard you guys. I listened to you guys. I will make sure that this one is better. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys.